All right. Hi. Have I got the story to tell you? I'm going to put my makeup on. I'm not going to go scary because I'm not really good at that. It turns out really stupid, so I'm not going there. But I am going to put makeup on and talk to you because I have a story to tell you. All right. This is a story about last week. Let's just start with last week. What can we say about last week? Well, things, you know how things go wrong, right? Well, things happen all the time for a reason, unknown things. Okay. And sometimes me and my man, we go to sleep at 11 o'clock. But this time we went to bed at 8:30 because we just, we're tired. So, at about 11:30, there was this dog barking. We don't have a dog. We don't have no dogs around us. Because like I said, I said it in a video some time ago, but all the houses on this whole block here, this whole street, all the people are gone. They don't want to live on this. Well, see, if you lived on this street, there's no parking. You have to go down the road to park. Okay. See, and voila. Eyebrows are done. Okay, now, there's just no parking on this road at all. Okay, so all the houses, even the church, everybody's gone except us. I mean, except for my man's mom. She lives there. But she goes to work, so she might not be there, right? Okay. So about 11:30, we heard this dog barking. And we thought, well, maybe somebody dropped off the dog. It was like pretty faint. You can hardly hear it. So we're like, probably a person dropped off a dog because that's what they do. That's what they like to do. People drop off animals all the time. So, I'm looking for my sharpener. Okay. Well, there it is. All right. So we really didn't pay it no mind. And then we were like, trying to sleep. Whatever. I've lost an eyelash, but oh well. Okay, so we heard this dog barking. It was getting closer. It sounded like it was on the porch. So my man, he get up and he went to go look on the porch. And there was nothing. And he come back to bed. He goes, and I said, what's wrong? He goes, I think I hear a dog barking. And I go, He goes, do you hear anything? I said, no, not really. So we went back to sleep, but not really. He goes to sleep faster than me, so I stayed awake. And I heard the dog barking in the kitchen. So like when you wake up out of a dream and you don't know if it's dreaming or not, you just hear stuff. Okay, well, I heard the dog barking. And it was in the kitchen. A dog barking in a house that a person who don't own dogs is pretty bad. It's not a good sign. So, I got up, I flicked on the living room light and looked in the kitchen. Well, I saw this black dog and he was barking. But he didn't look like a dog like you would normally keep as a pet. So he was barking like the same bark. Bark, 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 bark. The same one, same one. So I got kind of freaked out. So I went and asked my man to get up. I said, could you please get up and come and see this? He says, what? I said, just come and see this. You'll never believe this. He heard it. And he says, I hear a dog. I said, yeah. I said, you need to come here. Well, we got up. We went in the kitchen. Well, we in the living room here. And there's a dog. Bark, 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 bark. And I was like, And he's like, why did you let the dog in? I said, I didn't let no dog in. I said, you think I'm stupid? I ain't gonna let no dog in. He said, well, where'd it come from? I said, I don't know. I said, it won't shut up. Well, we both saw it. And we're both like, what the hell? So, we're both standing there watching this dog bark. And he goes, he claps his hands together, he goes, shut up! Shut the hell up! The dog disappeared. I said, did you see what I just thought we saw? He goes, I don't know. He goes, ain't gonna tell him what we saw. So the dog was gone, we went to bed. 12:30, the dog was barking in the living room. Well, it was bark, 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 bark. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on with this dog? So he's like, I don't know. I said, well, apparently it's a sign from somewhere. I don't know if you ever know about the hounds of hell. Well, this is what was one of them. And we're both standing there and we're like, what do we do? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And so I tried it. I went, shut up! Shut the hell up! The dog was still barking. He would not shut up. So I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? So he goes, can you get to your sage? I said, yeah, I can get to my sage. He said, well, go get it. So I went and got the sage. And I was saging that area. But the smoke circled around the dog. And it stayed there. It was circling while the dog was bark, bark, bark. And you can see when, you know, like when you go outside and it's cold outside and you can see your breath. That's what it was like that in here. The dog was barking and the smoke was going around him. And that time we were scared. We were like, I don't know what to think of this. Well, we were standing there in shock and we're like, what do we do? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Well, I got my phone and I was going to take a picture of it. The phone flipped out my hand. So we're standing there and we're like, oh my God, what the hell? So he picked up the phone was ice cold. He's like, geez, feel this. I'm like, oh my God. So this dog is still barking. The smoke is still swirling. But it's not really cold outside. You know, that's when, like, it wasn't that cold. It was getting cold, but not really. But it was warm in here. We didn't have the heat on, nothing, but it was warm in here because we have a house insulated pretty good. Well, I got my phone, went to take a picture, and the phone kept dying. It just kept, you know, dying. So I was like, it's got full battery, but it kept shutting off. So I was like, oh, I was like, what to do with a barking dog that's not there? So, it said what to do about a barking dog, you know, pet it, give it love. I said, no, there's no dog here, but there's a barking dog, and nobody in the whole world can find out what to do with this barking dog. Anyway, so I start reading a passage from my phone. It's a phone Bible, so I was like, this is a demon from hell, and it needs to evacuate this house because evil does not live here. Demon be gone. I would chant that and chant that and chant that. It sounded like somebody grabbed the dog's throat and the dog was gone. We heard some crying outside. It was about 1:32, 2:30, something like that. Because we spent all that time trying to figure out what to do with this dog. We heard some crying outside. We both went out there. And there was like, we have some really good street lights on this road because everybody's lights have went to LED. So they're really good and bright. But across the street, almost in the middle of the street, but it was like not, there was like a black swirling mist of something. And it was crying. It was like somebody was really crying out there. So my man's like, are you okay? You need some help? And it was not answering. I said, I don't think it's human. Well, he goes, read a passage from the Bible. It seemed to work on that dog. Well, I did. It started laughing, like a haunting laugh. It swirled up like a little tornado, flew over the house, hit the top of the house, like somebody threw a boulder on top of the house and took off up to the woods. We didn't know what that was. We didn't never tell anybody. We just were like, oh my God. And I said, well, it is October. Shit's gonna happen. So, the other day I've saged the house. I saged from one end to the other. I put down salt. I said a prayer over the house. I said a big prayer for the house surrounding. And, nothing happened since then. We'll see. You know, I put brick dust in the doorways. And I'll put holy water, which you can make yourself. You can take water and, let's see, what is it called? Frankincense and myrrh. Okay, put some water in there. Put some frankincense and myrrh resin. Take some patchouli oil, rub around the top, like on the inside of the jar, and, you know, cap it up and shake it and say, this is holy water. This will protect us and guide us throughout our living on this earth. And just pray on it. Believe what you pray. Then, you know, you put it in the sunlight for a couple days, put it in the moonlight for a couple days, stuff like that. It's not really a recipe. It's just a, you know, frivolous thing. So, you know, before you use it, you shake it up real good. You put some in a spray bottle. and spray around the house. Spray your brick dust as you're laying it down. Put the brick dust with this hand, spray the holy water with this hand, while chanting, "Evil does not live here, demon be gone," in every doorway. It works. So I'm going to see. I'm going to see if that works. But that was really freaky. And we don't know to this day why there was dog barking. It's really missed. We don't know. But I think that I'm going to leave that there for now. And I will return with another story. That was hard to even tell about.